Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be talking about a very cool subject, and that is how to heat press sublimation with a silicone mat. So silicone mats are very popular. You can order them on Amazon, you can order them from various other sites, but the cool thing about silicone mats is they're flexible, but more importantly, they're very useful when it comes to printing and protecting certain fabrics such as polyester. Polyester is a fabric that really can scorch, burn very easily, very light. The fibers are just very sensitive to heat. So one way to protect them is with silicone mats. Now today I'm going to be showing you a video where I was sublimating using our sublimation shirts that we sell, but using a silicone mat. Now the funny thing is a lot of people don't know that you can use a sublimation t-shirt in conjunction with the silicone mat. I've been in the forums of other groups like Cosmos Inc., etc., and I've mentioned that I use a silicone mat to sublimate my shirt to help protect the shirt. And people are like, what's that? I've never really heard of that. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Because majority of people out there, they sublimate and they just use, butcher paper, they use parchment paper. But, a lot of times when people are starting to get into sublimation and they're using t-shirts because they want to start sublimating shirts to sell for their business, they're buying very thin fabric. And the problem with very thin fabric is if it's not protected properly, then it's going to scorch, or it's going to give you press box marks from your heat press. You have to understand that a lot of companies that are out there selling inks or selling papers, they're telling you press your shirts or your garments at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 seconds. Use really firm pressure. But if you add all those combinations of different things, not having the right fabrics, then what's going to happen, guys, is you're going to burn the living daylights out of that garment. And if you, like me, have actually ordered samples from some of these wholesale websites of different polyester shirts that you can sublimate, we're talking ones such as Gildan, Core 365, Jerseys, different ones, you're gonna find that a lot of these fabrics are really light. The GSM is very low. They're see-through. You can see right through them. So if I'm a dude wearing one of these shirts, I'm gonna be nipple popping like crazy, showing off my nipples, and it's just ridiculous. So the cool thing is with our shirts, at least, they're super thick shirts, 6.9 ounce fabric. That's the fabric, okay? Very high-end quality, very premium, luxurious cotton feel. So that's important when it comes to one, press marks. You want to reduce the amount of press marks, so use a thicker fabric. When you press shirts like these, cotton, this is a next level 3600. When you press these type of shirts, typically what are you pressing at? Between 310, 320, 350 on average on a cotton shirt. Do you see it really get press marks? No. So the cool thing about, I've tested the shirts thoroughly. I've been able to bring the temperatures down to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's using Cosmos ink, and that's also in conjunction with the silicone mat at only 45 seconds, guys. 45 seconds with a silicone mat needs to be kicked up to 85 seconds, okay? So whenever you're using a silicone mat, the trick is, because the silicone mat tends to absorb the heat, and then what it does is it distributes the heat evenly, okay? But you need to give the silicone mat time to heat up so that it can distribute that heat evenly to your garment that you're pressing underneath it. So that's why usually when you're using a silicone mat, guys, you have to double the dwell time. So if you're, say for example, pressing at 60 seconds, then you need to increase your dwell time to 120 seconds. But you experiment with your time, experiment with your pressures. At least with this machine here, I've got my settings down. I know that when I'm sublimating a shirt, I can use our shirt, put the pressure down to between 2 and 3, and then silicone mat, t-shirt, and the type of paper that I'm using. In this video, what we're using in conjunction with the silicone mat is Plastisol sublimation paper, the one that has the no bleed feature, because what that does then is when you're using that paper, it does not bleed through the top. So what that does is it protects the silicone mat from getting any type of transfer to it. Now, that's not to say that you couldn't use any sublimation paper you want. You can use any paper that will obviously require a cover sheet, you know, something light just to cover it, to keep any transfer from transferring to the silicone mat, such as text print, such as Crafting Besties, such as Hippo, or whatever paper is out there. You can use that with cover sheets in conjunction with the mat. Just keep in mind, whenever you're adding more layers of cover sheets, you'll need to either adjust pressure or adjust your mat. So the cool thing, again, with the features that I've practiced with here, I'm able to get super light pressure, 2 to 3, 45 seconds with Cosmos ink, and using the mat, all I got to do is double my dwell time. So I've got, I think it's like between 80-85 seconds in the video. So watch this video, guys, where I'm showing you exactly the process of what I'm doing using a silicone mat. Now, these silicone mats, you can get them in the description. My affiliate link is there. These are the ones that I use. I would probably grab a couple. That way you can use them and practice with. They're great also for protecting polyester polos. If you're doing polos where you're doing left chest or some type of design on a polo for a business, silicone mats can help protect polos from scorching. Polos are notorious for scorching and, you know, just taking on a totally different sheen once heat gets to it. A lot of people attempt to use mouse pads. Mouse pads, I found, scorch the living daylights out of polos. They just get too hot, and you got to keep in mind when you're pressing a small area and you're using a smaller diameter you know, pad to press with, your pressure needs to be extremely light. So that is one of the benefits of this channel, guys. If you're watching this channel, you've seen that I post videos where we actually practice to dial in the right settings for different things. So in this sublimation video, you're going to see what works for me with our shirt using Cosmos ink, Plastisol paper, no butcher paper needed with this paper. So that's the cool thing, is it's one layer less that you need to add to the system. So that's good. So it's just gonna, you know, be, you know, a better bond between the mat and the shirt, you know, because the only thing in between that is just the paper that you're using with the design that you have. So check this video out, guys, and then we'll conclude in the end. So again, lint roller is your friend. Get all that lint out. Lint is the enemy. Okay. So we don't like lint. If you have any lint on the shirt, it will embed like little ink spots into your shirt. Okay, so make sure you get it all off. All right, guys, so we have this. Now, when you're using the mat, you definitely want to make sure that you have a little bit more pressure. So with this shirt, a pressure of about 2 is good. So make sure you put the shirt on first and then put the mat down. That way you can dial in the pressure. Now go ahead and place the mat, fold it in 2 like this, and then place the mat down, because you don't want to move your image, and then kind of roll it back. So I just kind of roll it back like that, and that's it. So pressure 2, it's actually reading 3, so it's just above 2, the lighter side of 3. So for the settings with a silicone mat, I have it kicked up to 80. Now, whatever your time is, you want to double it. So if what you're using paper-wise, ink-wise is like 60 seconds, you want to double that time. So in this case, I usually press at about 40 to 45 seconds, so I'm kicking it up between 80 and 85. And then again, I'm increasing the pressure a bit, so pressure between 2 and 3 is where I want to be. So you want to make sure that you're getting enough compression, because the silicone mat has a little compression. You want to make sure you're giving enough pressure to the paper to release the transfer to the shirt. And then again, fold it to where you get it just past the transfer. And look at that, guys. Oh, that looks super vibrant. Very, very vibrant. So that was a very good time on that. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and hit this one more time. So I've got a transfer sheet here. It just kind of gets rid of the press mark from the paper. There isn't a huge press mark there. You could probably add a little moisture to it, but I like to protect my platen, so I'm going to make sure that I've got a cover sheet, and then I'm going to use this Teflon sheet, and I'm going to give that a quick press. That should, right there, eliminate. There we go. We're good to go there, and look at those results, guys. Super vibrant. It looks exactly like my computer screen. So there you go. You can use a silicone mat. Despite what all the experts say, you can use it. So boom, you heard it first here on Essential. So that was it, guys. A very simple video, cut straight to the point on how you're able to actually use a silicone mat. So I highly recommend you guys all go in the description, go pick up a silicone mat, because you can use them in so many different ways to protect so many different pieces of fabric when you're pressing. Get one, practice with sublimation. I actually want to hear your results. So go do that, get to practicing, post in the comments how it came out. I'd love to see, you know, maybe even some of your videos of your results or pictures of your results on how yours came out. Again, if you guys need any assistance, you can join my Facebook group. I have a sublimation Facebook group where you can post your results, post your pictures. If you need support, help in sublimation, I'm there to help. And then of course, you'll always see my latest videos. Join our Instagram. That's where I actually post the most content of what our brand is actually doing. So different releases like this and whatnot that we do, custom shirts, custom apparel for the Essential brand, for the Blue Collar Essential brand, all get posted there, as well as if people want custom work done by Essential, myself, you guys can reach out to me there, or you can email me directly and you can get some custom work done. If you need either hats, shirts, you know, whatever type of work done, you can hit me up. So go out, get you one of these mats, get to practicing, post in the comments your results, or reach out. I'd love to see what you guys are rocking and rolling with. So until the next video, guys, my name is James. Thank you for watching. Hit that like, guys. It helps the video. Subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace out, guys.